keep your voice down.
Resident Evil 4 Remake comes out late this month, and frankly, we cannot wait. And yet somehow, we will have to. To tide us all over, here's a new wodge of gameplay footage that we've compared side by side with footage from the original game to show you the big differences. Also, as a special treat, here's our first look at Remake Leon doing a suplex. Great stuff! In a previous video, our colleague and noted Leon Kennedy enthusiast Andy explained the remake's modernised movement controls and various changes that make it grimmer than ever. For more on that, hit up the link in the description, but for Ashley's new look, the merchant's new voice, and a revamped knife fight with your boy Krauser, don't go away.
What was that? Did I keep animals down here or something?
Spread out.
Hang on. Look at this place.
This new footage is the first opportunity to see Resident Evil 4 antagonist Ramón Salazar, who now looks less like a small child who's been at the dress-up box and more like a sort of pint-sized Margaret Thatcher.
A most warm welcome to my castle, Mr. Kennedy.
Who the hell are you?
Me? Oh, please, call me Ramón.
But what's his policy on free milk in schools?
Point. I would like you to hand the girl there over to me. Now.
Yeah, fat chance, Ramon. The girl's just fine. With me.
How unfortunate. Do make sure our guest feels at home.
It also bears pointing out that while in the original game this encounter ends with you taking a breather to solve a puzzle, in the remake you're straight into a fight with some cultists, which makes a lot more sense now you think about it, given that you literally just told Salazar to F off. Overall, these seem like improvements to this scene, though we do miss Leon sarcastically calling Salazar bro.
No thanks, bro.
Alright, fine. Less cheesy dialogue is probably also technically an improvement.
Got it.
Ahí están. Matadlo.
No way! I have catapults!
It feels like Capcom's primary objective with this new remake is to make Ashley Graham a less aggravating companion to drag around the place. She's obviously got a different voice actor this time around, and her outfit doesn't have that casually knotted sweater on her shoulders that would be perfect for Garrados to snatch a hold of. Instead, it's been swapped for a less grabbable scarf and jacket.
Muerte.
Similar to in the original game, you can ask Ashley to hang back or stay close, depending on how dangerous the situation is. But we're hoping the AI is a little smarter in general this time around, and won't be as in our way quite as much.
Let's go.
Got it.
Although based on this footage, Ashley's AI is seemingly not smart enough to avoid a flaming catapult shot to the face.
Ashley! You hurt?
No, I'm okay.
The main difference though, we didn't once hear her yell the name Leon in near supersonic high pitch when she got kidnapped by a cultist.
Shit!
Pre-order guaranteed.
Condor 1 to Roost. Do you read me?
Condor 1? You've been radio silent for 3 hours. Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. Won't let it happen again.
And the church?
I'm still looking for whatever key I need.
Copy that. I'm glad you're okay. Roost out.
Over the course of your journey through Resident Evil 4, you'll come across at least one reliable friendly face, the merchant, who has set up shop in the sort of places you wouldn't exactly expect to support a thriving retail business, like a gloomy cave only accessible by boat. Footfall must be terrible. I hope he has an Etsy store as well. The biggest change in the remake for the merchant is his voice, where his gravelly, throat-shredding vocals in the original game all but confirmed he was an infected Garrador, albeit for some reason a less violent one. In Resident Evil 4 Remake, he sounds a lot more like a conventional Cockney-adjacent Brit.
Oh, you cut through the crowd with that right there.
Whether that voice reflects a change in the character's backstory remains to be seen, but it seems the merchant will serve broadly the same purpose and allows you to sell treasure items like the elegant masquerade mask, ideally once you've pumped up the value by adding multiple jewels.
Spread out. No food for you!
If you were worried Leon wasn't having any fun in this zombified cultist murder village, rest assured he can at least express himself with the dangly new novelty charms he can affix to the attaché case that holds his inventory, like this chicken charm that grants plus 100% health recovery for all eggs, and is adorable. Further to that, you can acquire various stylish colours for Leon's attaché case that come with different perks, conferring improved drop rates for valuable resources and the like.
We are just getting started, rookie.
If you've played through the original Resident Evil 4, you'll remember an acrobatic knife fight with the soldier gone wrong Krauser that was basically a cutscene punctuated with a series of quick-time events. Capcom has already mentioned that there won't be quick-time events in the game, and you can see from the footage here that this fight is now a much more organic, fluid battle, and you have direct control over Leon's movement and attack.
A soldier like you! Why would you work for these freaks?
That's not to say there aren't some similarities and nods to the original fight choreography, though.
Operation Javier?
But in spite of these similarities, at least in the footage we have here, the end of the fight goes a little differently.
Well, if it isn't the bitch in the red dress.
Yep, or to put it more politely than Krauser does, that's Ada Wong. Either she doesn't interrupt the fight in quite the same way this time around, or Capcom doesn't fancy showing her just yet.
Oh, damn it.
One thing we can confirm hasn't changed is that the enemy known as the Garrador is still absolutely freaking terrifying, charging towards you with a set of hand claws that would make even Wolverine feel inadequate. In the original game, you could ring a bell to cause the enemy to charge against the wall, though, whereas in the new game, it takes more conventional sneaking to get behind him. Either way, your goal is the same, to fill that gross back parasite with more lead than a pencil factory. And one final change that you'll be very thankful for when you're being mobbed on the castle battlements by a bunch of jerk cultists, you can now manually aim the cannon that you used in the original game to break down the gates, meaning you can use it to absolutely flatten any nearby enemies. It's also pretty quick to reload by cannon standards.
Firing again!
There you have it, 7 changes to Resident Evil 4 Remake that we reckon are for the better. Share your thoughts, hopes and feelings in the comments and subscribe for much more Resident Evil 4 Remake on the channel. See you back here soon.